It is with great pleasure that I introduce our guest speaker for this evening. Our guest speaker has been a pillar of our community for her activism, influence, and phenomenal parenting skills. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mara Fleishman.
Thank you, Lisa. Well, I'm going to be quick, guys. It is cold. If we had the bonfire in the campsite, I think we could hang out a little bit longer. But thanks for having me here tonight, and congratulations on the achievement that you guys have all accomplished. It was really exciting to hear about the things that you guys have done and the things that you want to do. Our world needs a little support right now, so hearing about all the things that you have on your docket, on your list, it makes us adults feel a little bit better. But I didn't hear one thing, and it was interesting. I didn't hear anyone say that they wanted to go into school food. But I thought to myself, would I have ever been sitting here my junior or senior year thinking that I would end up in school food? Never. I never would have. And it's interesting how life progresses. So there's a few things to know about me as I speak here tonight. One is I'm a mom of 3. I have an 11-year-old at Foothill Elementary. I've got a 20-year-old at CU Denver, and I have a senior here at Boulder High, Amelia Anderson, who's part of NHS. And I have always really felt strongly about healthy food for them. And when I was 21, I woke up one morning and I couldn't see out of my left eye. And I was diagnosed with a very rare disease called uveitis. It's an autoimmune disease. After years and years of conventional medicine, I had to get shots in my eye of cortisone. I decided to take another approach, and I decided to change my diet. And I was able to actually go have my disease go into remission. From there, I really started thinking about what goes into my body and what it means and how it affects me. And soon thereafter, I started to work for Whole Foods Market in regional marketing and as the national partnerships and philanthropist for Whole Foods Market. And I learned a lot. It was like getting your PhD in food. And I never really thought about food as a thing. You know, I thought about being a lawyer. I thought about being a doctor. I never really thought about food. But there's a lot to food. What you eat, how it's grown, who gets access to what food. It's all part of a lot of things that are going on in our world today. One of the things I learned at Whole Foods, beyond animal welfare and how to grow organically and sustainable seafood, is I learned that 30 million meals, school lunches, are served every day to kids in the United States. And those meals are created for $1.30 in food cost. So most of us probably spend more than that on a trip to Starbucks. So it's really hard to create healthy meals for kids, the majority of the kids in our country, and provide them with the nutrition to thrive. But even more than that, there's $14 billion spent on school food every year in our country. Food is one of the biggest contributors to our environmental issues that we're seeing. So there's a lot to be done here. In addition, about 16% of kids between the ages of 7 and 17 are suffering from obesity because they don't have access, a lot of times, to fresh fruits and vegetables. Now, who here has ever eaten school lunch? Anyone? Does anyone eat school lunch? Come on, raise your hands. Okay, thank you. Now, what about salad bars? Anyone eaten off the salad bar? Okay. Little interesting fact, all you juniors here, next year, you guys will be some of the first kids in this nation to have salad bars in your schools from kindergarten until 12th grade. And that is all because of the work in school food reform. I work for an organization called the Chef Ann Foundation. It's located here in Boulder, Colorado. It's a national organization that helps schools create healthier school meals. And it was started by Chef Ann Cooper, who was, until January of this year, the food services director for your district. Every single school district in this country is trying to get school food like yours. And they're all trying to get salad bars, and you guys were the first in the nation to get them. One of the things that we have to realize is that all of the achievement and the opportunity that we have in this world is sometimes not equal. And so when you think about that and you think about what you want to do, remember that access to education, to food, and to all the things that come to you guys is not always available to everyone. So looking back now and kind of thinking about where you guys are, it's interesting to see what will inspire you. One thing I can say is that you need to do something you love, whether it's for-profit like Whole Foods Market or nonprofit like I am today. If you do something that you love, you'll end up making a difference. In ensuring that all kids in our country have access to fresh, healthy food will ensure that they can all meet their true potential like you can. So congratulations, and thanks so much for having me.